Today we're going to discuss a technique that could make a huge difference to your playing: bass note stopping. Hi, I'm David Jaggs and this is short tutorial number 7 in a series of tips and lessons to help you with all aspects of the classical guitar. If you've not yet seen the other videos, check them out here or in the links in the description below. We guitarists spend a lot of time thinking about techniques of playing notes. Good guitarists spend a lot of time thinking about stopping them too. A really great way of taking your playing to a higher level is to start thinking about stopping bass notes ringing on for longer than they should with the right hand thumb. Take these simple repeated bass notes, A to E. When you repeat them in this way, you can hear that they're both ringing on at the same time, producing a muddy, untidy sound. Now we can stop the A ringing on by playing a rest stroke like this, not too strong, with the thumb on the E. But this only cures half the problem because we've still got the low E ringing on when it shouldn't be. So to stop the low E, we need to first play the A and then fairly quickly return the thumb like this to dampen the E. How much cleaner this sounds to what it was before. You've also got the added bonus of having the thumb in place, ready for the next note. Now let's take a look at a simple arpeggio exercise. We've got the chords A minor, where you've got an open A, you've got a second finger here on the A on the third string, 1 on the C and the open E. And the E, you've just simply got the first finger on the G sharp. This uses the same bass notes. Now you can play this exercise and continue to stop the basses in the same way. It'll feel a little tricky at first to keep this going while you're still using I, M and A, but you'll be amazed how quickly you'll get used to it. Of course, things are rarely this simple on the classical guitar. Here are another few examples from Giuliani's Opus 48 studies. So this is the first study of Opus 48, bars 7 and 8, and you've got this little figure here. And here you've got 2 Gs and a C, but you see they're ringing on there. So it's much cleaner to come back and dampen that low G. So with the chords now. So this one's bars 2 and 3 of number 8. So I'll play the open A and come back and dampen like we spoke about. Now if you listen to it without the dampening, muddiness that we don't want. Here's another example from number 12, and coming in from 11 into bar 12. You've got this figure here with 4 open Ds in the bass. Then you've got an E, so you have to come across 2 strings there to dampen the D. More complicated, but if I play you the example without the muting and then with the muting, you'll see that it's worth it. That's with, now without. You've got that ringing on, that muddy sound that we don't want. Let's have a look at another example from number 8, bar 13. So what's happening here? I play the open A, then the D, back to mute the A, play the E, mute the D, and then play the thumb on the A, and then mute the E. This will make a little bit more sense at speed. So without the muting, it's very muddy, but with the muting, it's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it. So the other reason that you're going to want to stop the bass notes is what's written in the music. Now look at this example from number 13. So what he's doing is he's got crotchets and then crotchet rests. So our job is to make sure we play what the composer wanted. So rest. So it would have been easy for Giuliani to put minims in there. He didn't want minims, he wanted crotchets and crotchet rests. Here it is a little bit faster. So it does give us sort of a different musical effect than if we were just playing minims. Sometimes your thumb will really work overtime trying to keep things tidy, but it's definitely worth it. There are a couple of studies by Fernando Sor that can help you develop this technique. The simpler one is number 4 in the Segovia edition, that's Opus 6 number 1, and the more difficult one is number 8 in the Segovia edition, which is Opus 31 number 16, and I've put links to both of these in the description below. And if you'd like to download a full video lesson on either of these studies, just click here. I hope that you've got something from this. The more you learn the classical guitar, the more you find little problems and techniques like this crop up. It's all part of the learning curve. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. Leave any comments or suggestions below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification, and you won't miss any more short tutorials like this in the future. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.